Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sticker Sunday video. And if you are watching this right now, that means that I am recovering from brain surgery. Yes, that is correct. If you missed the video explaining all of that, I will link it up in a card up above. It kind of gives context to all of this. But in today's video, I am actually pre-filming today for when you see this video, which will be some point in my recovery. And I'm actually doing a little bit of a different sticker video today. I am going to be creating my own recovery journal, or like guided journal, I guess. But it's mostly going to be like health tracking, recovery tracking, helping me track my symptoms and what I'm feeling each day. That way, as I'm going through the recovery, I will be able to keep track of where I'm at, and also keep a positive mindset on where I want to go. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using little pieces that I have pulled from each part of my planning collection to make this notebook. So I am really excited about it. So let's get to it. So I've got a little bit of everything here in this stack. I've got some checklist papers that we will get to in a minute. I've got some pieces from the newest Disney Be Happy box. This is the notebook that actually came with the book, or with the box, excuse me. And then these are the Happy Planner discs that came with it. Obviously they're destroyed now because we opened them and have looked at them before, but these are like the champagne discs, so I'm going to be using these. And then I also have some other pieces that I'm going to be pulling in as well. So I'll kind of talk you through my purpose behind each thing that I'm going to put in here, and yeah, we'll just see how this comes out. So obviously I'm going to use these discs as my discs for the journal, but I also was trying to decide between a cover. I liked both of these options as possibilities for this journal. This one was from a planner that I had a few years ago, and I used it for the entire year that I had this planner, and I loved it, and I loved it so much that I pulled it off so I could reuse it again. So this one is God is within her, she shall not be moved, which is Psalm 46:5, one of my favorite verses. And then this one was the one from the Be Happy box that says find joy in the journey. I think for now I'm going to use this cover to create this notebook. One, I really like the scripture being right on the front. It's a really good reminder for me as I'm going through my recovery. But also, I kind of want to keep this notebook intact, or mostly intact, at least for the first while. So I just like this cover being on this notebook. So we're going to leave this one intact and go with this cover. And then I'm just going to kind of go ahead and walk you guys through how I'm going to create this, and we'll talk through each of the pages that I'm going to be putting in it as we go. So first things first, we need to create our cover and our rings so that we can build this notebook. And we're going to start putting our discs on. Oh look, I miscounted. Did I mention I'm having brain surgery? JK, that's not my problem. I just can't count. So we've got our planner cover on. The first thing that I'm actually gonna put in here is my goals page. So I want like the very first thing when I open my planner to be my long-term goals page. So this came in a Be Happy box a few months back. It was like a little separate collection. But basically, it has your long-term goals, your weekly goals, and your daily goals. And so as I am recovering from this surgery, the recovery time is anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks for the actual incision, and then it could be longer than that as far as like cognitive function and everything like that. So I don't exactly know what my goals are going to be yet, but this will be a place that I can look forward to say, this is my goals, this is how I want to get back to normal, and I can track what days that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and put that first thing. So that's the first thing I look at. Then the next thing I'm going to put in is this adorable file folder. This was from the newest Disney Be Happy box as well. It says Live Life in Full Bloom, and I thought this would be great. It's a pocket folder, so if I want to put some stickers in here, if I want to put some sticky notes in here, like whatever I want to add that it's like little pieces of paper, I can just go ahead and add it there and have a place to store those in this notebook. The next thing I'm going to put in are these pages, and this was from the content creator accessory pack. So we actually use most of this pack for our Disney Sisters notebook, or like planner, I guess. But I thought these would be great pages to put like my medical history and my appointments. I'll put each appointment with different doctors on each of these blocks, mention the things we talked about, the date, all that kind of stuff. And then these are front and back as well. So these say inspiration, content ideas, hashtags, and theme ideas, but I can really just use it to put extra notes from the appointments. And then I'm going to fill these out for the appointments that I've had thus far, like leading up to the surgery. And then I can also have a page for afterwards for like follow-up appointments. So that was probably really confusing, but I'm going to put those in the front here. That way I'll be able to keep up with those. And it's just one place that I can go to look and see everything. Okay, so then the next things that I want to do, I actually want to separate it week by week. So I actually want to put a divider here to divide like this front information to my weekly sections, which I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to use this little divider that says gratitude turns what we have into enough. This was from my very first Be Happy box that I ever got. It was the one that was in collaboration with Amy Tangerine. It was super fun, super colorful. I can actually link that video up above too if you want to check out my very first Be Happy box. So then I can at least turn to this tab to get to my weekly pages. Okay, so then as far as weeklies go, I'm going to show you the layout of how I want to put these pages in. And then I'll just go through alternating these for each week. So I'm going to do the first 8 weeks in here right off the bat because I want to make sure that I have those to be able to use. And then if I want to keep adding weeks after the first 8 weeks, then I can obviously do that as well. The weeks that I'm going to be using are going to be broken up into 3 parts. So I'm going to have one of these priorities sheets first. This is what I'm going to use for my weekly tracking. So I'm going to start out slow in the beginning and have like 5 goals. So I don't know if it's going to be a goal as in like learning to eat solid food or going to the bathroom on my own or like whatever it is. I'll use this section for those first, and then I'll be able to see how many of those I was able to accomplish and I can check them off. So this is going to go the beginning of the week, and then these are more like broad term goals. So that will go first for each week. Then the next thing that I'm going to put in are these daily agenda pages. How cute are these? These came in the Disney extension pack, the very first collection, and I'm obsessed with these. The whole idea for this notebook actually came from these pages because I had used a portion of these pages when I was recovering from my wisdom teeth surgery, and I loved it because it gave me a place where I could write out like when I took medication, how I was feeling, what the pain was like, if there was anything else that I wanted to note. I could put it all on this page, and then I also can use the back part for journaling because it's all like open and like a grid. So I used these for every day of that surgery, and so I want to do the same thing with this one. So I actually took, this is one of the pages from the actual extension pack, and then I went ahead and made photocopies of it so that I can use it continually and never run out. And then I just punched the rest of them with my Happy Planner hole punch. And so now I have as many of these as I want. So I'm going to do one of these for every day for the first, I think I'm just going to do the first month in the planner right now and see how that goes, because I don't know if I'll need to keep up with this after that. But that's my goal for these pages. And then the final page I'm going to put in each week is just going to be one of these. These are the super cute note pages that came in the Disney Be Happy box. There's nothing really Disney about them, but they're super cute and springy, and I love them. So this is just going to be an extra page in case I want to write something else, in case I want to doodle or do anything else, I can do that. I'm also terrible at drawing, so it's probably not going to be doodling pictures, but you never know. So then this will be the layout of 1 week. So it'll be the weekly to-dos, the daily journaling page basically, and then an extra notes page. So I will continue that pattern for the rest of the weeks. One thing I did want to mention while I'm like sorting these pages is that I am creating my like notebook journal thing from scratch because I just had all these pieces in my collection already, and I kind of wanted to like really customize it to what I wanted to do. But the Happy Planner does also sell like guided wellness journals as well. So if like making these from scratch is not really your thing, you can totally just buy them off of the website. But I actually was excited to like use the opportunity to use all of my collection and use those as part of, I don't know, part of my journal. So anyway, just thought I would mention that if it's helpful to anybody. I'm also trying not to get paper cuts right now because I am the worst at getting paper cuts, like seriously. Just move my fingers too darn quickly. Okay, so back here I have the last of the weeks that I put into this planner. And then I'm also going to put another divider tab in here. I'm going to use this one because I like the little Disney daisies in here. Oh, another thing I thought I would mention, so I'm going to put this in the back of the planner here to divide my weekly pages from my like extra paper that I'm going to put in the back here. But I did want to mention I do also have this guided journal right here. This is from the Disney Princess collaboration. It's a guided journal notebook, and I do really like this thing. This was one of the ones that came out with the collection, and it's basically like a full-on guided journal, so it has questions. There's a week of page on the front, and then each one of these is like a daily page that you can answer the questions. So I thought about like just using this or using like a version of this, but to be honest, I think it's just too many specific questions for what I need. I need a lot more like general writing room, and I really don't think I'm gonna have the brain power or just feel like answering these specific questions. So I am gonna put a few of these pages in the back of my journal just in case I want to add those specific questions, but I really feel like I probably won't do that, at least, you know, for a while. But I am just gonna put a few of those pages in here. So I do have that journal as well, and this is another option of like the journals that the Happy Planner has. So this one's like, how have I showed kindness to myself? What is strengthening my mind? What kindness was shown to me today? And that kind of stuff. And then there's some really cute ones. These are like Merida, these are Rapunzel. So they had different princess themes, which I think is fun too. And then I'm also just gonna put a few extra pages, just like regular writing pages in the back, in case I need them or for whatever, in case anybody else needs some paper. And that's pretty much it. So as of right now, that's everything that I have in here. The other thing I wanted to do with this was keep it really lightweight, because as I am recovering, I want it to be something that I can easily pick up and use. And to be honest, I think the full Happy Planner is like too heavy for me to like one hand lift when I'm recovering. So yeah, I just wanted it to be light and easy to access. And then a lot of times for each week, I will probably just have it open like this so that I can constantly get to that date or that week and just kind of fill in how I'm doing. So that is this video. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope that maybe this inspired you to create a specific journal or notebook of your own. Have you ever done like a Frankenplan, kind of create your own thing before? I would love to know that in the comments below. And if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss any future sticker videos from me. Some will also be pre-recorded because I'm still recovering, but after that, I'll be back to making them live for you guys, or I guess in real time. And then I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!